Hello, BookTube. If I look a little washed out, it's because we were out in 90-degree heat. We celebrate Independence Day in the United States. So in our little town, there's big parade, tractor pull, library book sale, all sorts of stuff. You know, food trucks, all this. So it's a little teeny town, but it's amazing how many people we can pack into this little town when something like this happens. And I believe my wife thinks it was a year ago I did my first book haul, which would probably have been from this very same event. So I'm going to do one again. I did pretty well. So I'll just jump right into it because we're probably going to splice in some scenes from the tractor pull, from the parade and all that, so you can join us for our little celebration. So the first thing I got was this hardback. It's called London. It's from 1922 by George Wharton Edwards. It's a beautiful thing. Got these little spot illustrations. Tons and tons of plates. I'd have to try to do them and give you an idea. It's worth just for the prints alone. Not a book I'm familiar with, but it was beloved by somebody who's been kept this long. So, don't know much about it. Thought it was beautiful. A lot of times you'll see these things at book sales, and some of these dealers will come in and just take something like this for the prints, and then they'll take the book apart. We won't do that. I mean, if it was falling apart, then that's one thing. The next thing I got was a book I've already read, but I wanted for the library here. Bill Bryson, At Home. And papers. There's a lot of traffic on our little dirt road today because people from out of town are trying to figure out how to get where they're going. This ain't the right way, but that's okay. This came out in 2010. Wonderful book, but one, like I said, I've read. Then this is about a wonderful book about the great American phenomenon, the clipper ship, and the era that produced it. The Challenge by A.B.C. Whipple. Love things about clipper ships. Here's the end papers. Quite an era. So if you're into the... So this is William Morrow and Company Incorporated in New York, and this came out in 1987. I did see that it had some photos in it. So there's a little section right there. And here's a fun one. Isaac Asimov, The Final Gold, science fiction collection. This Harper Prism. And this was the first edition, first printing of 1995. So some Asimov, never go wrong there. Then the Encyclopedia of the Middle Ages by Norman F. Cantor, general editor. It's quite a volume here, actually. So this is Viking. We've got a list of contributing editors. And this thing came out in 1999. So I'm going to give you an idea what it looks like on the inside. So I will look forward to digging into this. I'll just jump around in this a little bit. Then another volume, Archaeology Magazine's The Archaeology of War, with an introduction by Mark Rose. So I'm guessing it's a collection of magazine articles. The Heatherley Press, New York and London. Excuse me. And it's connected with the Archaeological Institute of America, and this is from 2005. So you can always do with more archaeology in the collection. I did pretty good on archaeology this time around. So then, Douglas Reamon, who you've heard me mention before on this channel. This one is For Valor. Another one of these beautiful little McBooks Press volumes. So, World War II adventure. Let's see. Then I got a series of these 3 books. I've been starting to collect these a little bit. And these are The World of Art. This one's Roman Art and Architecture by Sir Mortimer Wheeler. It's 1964, Thames and Hudson. 215 illustrations, 60 in color. So let me give you a feel for that here. That sort of thing. I like these little books. I got another one that's actually, I got it in 2 different copies, and I decided I wanted them both. So here I have John Boardman, Greek Art, 4th edition, revised and expanded, same series. And that has 302 illustrations, 73 in color. And this was originally 64, and this is 96. I really like these. And here's John Boardman again, Greek Art again, but this is a new revised edition. Always have to be careful to show them for art up here. And then finally a beat up paperback that I'm going to reread because I liked it so much the first time. And that was Star Wars, Heir to the Empire. This is Timothy Zahn. This is volume 1 in the series. I didn't think I have it upstairs, so I will find out. So then we left. And we walked around the food area. And I said, you know what, it's very cramped where they have it at this library sale. So I don't want to go in without a bag or anything, just wander around and see if I walked by something. I missed it, and maybe I'll pick it up. And sure enough, I had. And I'm glad I went back. The first thing I got, this is People of Chaco, A Canyon and Its Culture by Kendrick Frazier. Wonderful volume. And papers. My wife and I visited that archaeological site when we were on our honeymoon, and I used to live out in Mexico for a while. It's 1986, so this actually would have been a little after when I was there. No, it wouldn't. It'd be about the same time I was there. So a nice archaeology book. Always interested in the Indians of the American Southwest. Cultures of the American Southwest, all that stuff, so fun. And then, the find of the day. Some of you will know that I've collected a lot of the Patrick O'Brian. I've got all the Folio Society volumes. But this one's sort of interesting. This is Patrick O'Brian 21, The Final Unfinished Voyage of Jack Aubrey. Sort of an oversized thing, and I'll get a feel for it there. Then, this has including a facsimile of the manuscript, W.W. Norton and Company, New York and London. And this is the, let's see, 2004. So here you'll see they have the manuscript on one side. So a nice little thing for the Patrick O'Brian collection. So that was it on books, but that wasn't it for buying. So I'll combine probably 20 bucks there. And then the next part I spent $5 on. So I love LPs, and they had some LPs. So this is Benjamin Britten, War Requiem. Galina Vishnevskaya, Peter Pears, and Dietrich Fischer-Dieskau. Conducted by Benjamin Britten, London. It's obviously an LP set. I checked them all. The librettos are good. You always want to check the libretto because in the past I've actually taken these out and found autographs in them. And in this case I did not, but sort of never know. Then, this thing's just gorgeous. This is Verdi's Un Balla and Mascara. Leontine Price, Bergonzi, Verret, Merrill, Greased, and Flagello. I don't know that one. This is Leinsdorf. Italian Opera Orchestra and Chorus. Beautiful. set. The records are all great shape. The libretto is sort of neat. Looks like this. When you open it up, and there she is in the entire face. With this card with more photographs. So I'll end up going through this, obviously, and listening to it, but the first thing I do is drop that card. I don't want to mess it up. So that was a nice find. So those of you like opera, Ernest Lieston on his channel does some great opera chats. This is this one here is Maria Callas, Puccini's La Boheme, Giuseppe Di Stefano, Malfo, La Scala Orchestra and Chorus, Vato. So this is Angel Records, a La Scala recording. Here's the libretto. You learn a lot by reading the librettos. They usually have a lot in there for you. So there's Di Stefano, Maria Callas. Then the next one is Puccini again. This is Turandot, Nielsen, Tebaldi, Björling, and Tosi. This is Eric Leinsdorf. And this is the Rome Opera House Orchestra and Chorus. And there is the libretto. RCA Red Seal on this one. And then the last one, excuse me, this is Puccini again, Tosca, Renata Scotto, Placido Domingo, Renato Brusson, Ambrosian Opera Chorus, Philharmonia Orchestra, and this is James Levine. And there's Placido. And there's Mr. Levine. So for $5 combined, quite a collection. So we'll splice in some videos for you to get an idea of our day. And like I say, it's 90-something degrees out. We're at what I'm hoping is the tail end of a heat wave. Maybe a few more days to go. So hope everybody's safe and
as he's going down the track there, his wheels are pretty soft. Most of the club members run their wheels with only a few pounds of pressure. That allows for better grip on the track. And it looks like he's going to be coming up here pretty quick on a full pull. Hopefully he can make it all the way down. If we get 2 or 3 tractors that do a full pull, what we'll do is we'll throw some weight onto the sleds to try to give these tractors a bit more of a workout. Doesn't look like Mike's having any issues getting down that track.
in the